There comes a time in life when you start to feel the weight of silence. The phone rings less. Friends from long ago become names in old letters. Even when family visits, the conversations can feel rushed or shallow. But deep inside, you still crave something more: connection, meaning, a chance to speak your truth and hear theirs. You've lived through decades of joy, loss, love, and growth. Isn't it time for conversations that matter? This is your invitation to rediscover the power of truly being heard and the quiet joy of really listening. Why meaningful conversations matter. As we grow older, conversations often shrink. Small talk about weather, quick updates about health, moments filled with politeness, but not presence. But here's something you already know. Life is more than polite check-ins. You've lived through history, raised families, chased dreams. You carry stories that matter. And yet too often those stories remain tucked away, never asked for, never shared. When conversations stay on the surface, we lose something precious: the ability to connect soul to soul. For seniors, meaningful dialogue isn't just about passing time. It's about leaving behind more than photos or heirlooms. It's about passing on your wisdom, your essence. And it's about receiving too, listening to your children, your grandchildren, your friends, not just as characters in your story, but as human beings with evolving lives. Meaningful conversations remind you, you are still a part of life's fabric. Your presence still matters. Your words still carry weight. You don't need the perfect words to spark a meaningful conversation. Sometimes, all it takes is a better question. Not how was your day, but what's been on your heart lately. Not how's work, but what are you dreaming about these days? You see, the right question opens a door to someone's inner world. And when you ask with genuine interest, people feel it. They soften, they share. Even with family you've known forever, there's always more to discover. Ask your son, what's something you've never told me about your childhood? Ask your granddaughter, what's the hardest thing about being your age right now? And when they answer, don't rush. Let their words land. Let silence fill the spaces. It's not about fixing anything. It's about being present enough to let the conversation become a moment of truth. And if you're worried about what to ask, just be curious. Curiosity is love, spoken quietly. 3. Listening is the gift we forgot to give. In a world full of noise, the most powerful thing you can offer someone is your listening. Not the kind of listening where you're waiting to speak next. Not the kind where you already know what they're going to say. But the kind where you're fully there, ears, eyes, and heart open. You already know how rare that is, how precious. When you listen deeply, without interrupting or correcting, you tell someone you matter. Your voice belongs here. Use gentle pauses. Let silence have space. Don't be afraid of it. It's where meaning lives. Try repeating back a word or phrase they said. You said you felt forgotten. Tell me more about that. Or simply, that sounds hard. You don't need to fix it. Just witness it. And when you're the one speaking, ask gently, do you have the space to hear something I've been holding on to? Give what you wish to receive. Listening is an act of love, and love in this season of life. 4. Creating sacred spaces for conversation. You don't need a grand occasion to have a meaningful talk. Sometimes it starts with creating space, physical and emotional. Maybe it's a Sunday afternoon on the porch, a quiet walk after dinner, or a handwritten letter that says, I've been thinking of you. You can even start with a phone call, but make it different. Say, this time I'd love to really talk, not just catch up. Let the moment feel intentional, sacred, without distractions. You don't need hours, just your attention. And if you're met with hesitation or resistance, that's okay. Sometimes people aren't used to being asked real questions. Be patient, try again later. The space you create tells them, this moment is safe, this connection matters. In the end, we all want the same thing. To be seen, to be understood, to know we've left something meaningful behind. One heartfelt conversation can bring back a sense of belonging. One vulnerable moment can spark a deeper bond. It's never too late to have a real talk with a friend, a child, a sibling, or even with yourself. You are still shaping your legacy, not with things, but with presence, with words, with love. So take a breath, look around, and ask yourself, who will you talk to today? Really talk to.